This is ridiculous. This whole campaign is ridiculous. This platform is crazy, and all of you know it. And if you think otherwise, you might be crazy, and you might want to go get tested. Because this campaign is terrible. This is awful. This won't get anywhere, ever. This is socialism at its finest. This is having that attitude as, oh, because I'm alive and stuff, I deserve this. I deserve the same thing as you because it's only fair. No, get out of here. Shoo, off you go. Hey, what's going on, y'all? We back at it. This time we're talking about state politics in the state of West Virginia, the state I reside in. It's going to be fun. We're talking about a candidate for governor for this election. His name is Stephen Smith, hella progressive. I know him personally and stuff. Nice guy, but I don't agree with him on about 95% of probably every issue. So we're about to get into it. Hope y'all enjoy it. We're going on his website, looking at some stuff because I haven't looked at his site for a minute, and we're going to see what we can find, man. So let's get into it. All right, so now we're going on to his website here. We're just going to start from the People's Platform. His campaign is called West Virginia Can't Wait, and they literally use that on every damn slogan, like schools can't wait, students, they can't wait either. It's, we can all wait for this, that's for damn sure. The whole state can wait for these ideas, that's for damn sure, yo. Because this is the wealthiest time in our history. I don't know about that. That's just a lie. So it is, apparently, according to Smith, it's the wealthiest time in our state's history, but because our wealth ends up in the pockets of executives at Frontier, Rockwool, Patriot Coal, Walmart, and 100 other out-of-state companies instead of our own, it's not the wealthiest time for the people. We face not just an inequality of wealth and opportunity, but an inequality of pain. The people who have the most bear the least, and the people who have the least bear the most. How? Tell me how, please. Explain to me how the hell the people who have the most bear the least. Okay, how about you try having a company worth $1 million and you bear the least? Oh, hell no, you bear the most, okay? You have everything to lose and nothing to gain at that point in time, okay? So don't tell me that shit. When you have nothing, you have everything to gain. You could put everything on the line when you have nothing, okay? You could risk everything. Don't tell me that shit. That is bogus. That's BS. That's ridiculous, and you know that. For generations, the rich have asked us to put our faith in them. It never works. We will only win the change we need by putting our faith in ourselves, and we know this. Okay. I mean, the rich haven't asked anybody to put their faith in them. Most wealthy and successful people could care less because they don't give a damn about the opinions of anyone else. That's why they are wealthy and successful. Maybe it's because the people, average people, are putting their trust into these people voluntarily. So don't hit me with that. That's BS as well, and you know it. You know that. This is ridiculous. But you're right. We will only win the change we need by putting our faith in ourselves. That's exactly right. So that's why you have to put things on the line and take risks and believe in yourself. Don't hit me with it. That's BS, man. All right, so now for the first little tab here. It's titled, "We Choose the Side of the Children." Okay. We will pass the nation's first wealth tax in order to fund the nation's most ambitious loan forgiveness plan to keep and bring our kids home. If you want to take more money out of the economy, then that's the way to do it. Just sign a little wealth tax. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. You work your ass off for fucking 5 years. You isolate yourself from the rest of the pack because they don't understand your mindset. And you start making money because you start becoming successful because you did those things that most people aren't willing to do. And now they're getting penalized for that. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You're trying to appeal to lazy-ass people. That's all I'm saying. We will guarantee child care for every working family, career, and higher education for every dedicated student, and more than $300 million to build a public education system that works for every kid. Oh my goodness. I don't care about the guaranteeing child care and stuff. I just care about how much money am I going to have to pay extra now at the end of the year. How much more will I have to file? And along with everybody else. This stuff isn't for free. So don't guarantee it that it's free. Stop trying to twist the minds of kids and try to persuade them that this is free. That's ridiculous. You know economics. I know damn well you do. And I know damn well that you know this is a lie and this is bogus as well. And anyway, what the hell is... I always love when people do label the working class as the working class. What is that? What is the working class? What is it? Everybody that's making money doing big things and stuff are working. Every rich CEO, millionaire, whatever you want to call them, in the 1% or whatever, they've worked. They might not be working as much now. You know why? Because they did something the rest of most people won't, that don't want to do. They don't want to do it. And it's called isolating yourself, cutting off a lot of people, not talking to as many people as you once did, and working your ass off all day long to chase that one goal that you have in mind. Are they not working? Are they not? If you think they're not, then that's just retarded and you're ridiculous. Now it's talking about teacher raises to match neighboring states and a curriculum that lets teachers teach. We will choose arts and music and cursive and balancing a checkbook and entrepreneurship and life skills and career education over endless testing. Okay, I agree with that to an extent. I don't agree with the teacher raises and stuff, just because I don't believe teachers deserve a raise until we see an improvement in our education system in the state. And curriculum that lets teachers teach. I'm not even going to get into that. This is what gets me. We will choose arts and music and cursive and balancing a checkbook and entrepreneurship and life skills and career education. Okay, you could choose your arts and music and your cursive. You could teach that. I don't know what's that. What is that teaching? For after after school cursive. Like, what? Cursive. Come on, man. Balancing a checkbook, that's something that your parents should teach you how to do. Entrepreneurship and life skills, I don't want anybody at the public education system trying to teach me entrepreneurship and life skills. Life skills, that's something that my family can teach me. And entrepreneurship, that's something that, a mentor of my choosing can teach me, someone that's already there or that has been there, someone that has been where I want to be, someone that's making millions. I don't want a public teacher trying to teach me entrepreneurship. It's not going to go good. I won't learn entrepreneurship. That's ridiculous. Really? The public school system trying to teach entrepreneurship, it won't go far. You won't teach a kid a thing about genuine entrepreneurship. Because you don't know how it is either. None of y'all do. If you believe in this campaign and you support this stuff, then you don't know what entrepreneurship is. You don't know what the grit and the grind is. You don't know what the struggle's like. You don't know what taking risks is all about. You just know what being average and being a part of the working class is about. And if you do, that's fine. But don't be trying to spew this entrepreneurship stuff around because you just don't know what it is. We choose the side of taxpayers. How the hell are you choosing the side of the taxpayers? Don't you tell me it. Don't try to say that taxpayers won't be spending more money on your free healthcare and free childcare and free universal education. Don't tell me that taxpayers won't be spending more money at the end of, tax season. Like, don't, come on now. Okay, next up, we choose the side of workers. Okay, here we go already. We will pass the nation's most ambitious Workers' Bill of Rights. Reversing right to work, reinstating prevailing wage, equal pay for equal work, earned sick days, family leave, a beefed up West Virginia Jobs Act, a beefed up one, and collective bargaining for all state employees. Equal pay for equal work. I'm sorry, that's just not how life goes, okay? Look, you could work 20 hours and you could work at a cash register and make $15, okay? Fine. That's how that goes. That's the value. You're not bringing a lot of value working at being a cashier. I'm sorry, but you are not bringing very much value to that company or business working as a cashier. That's how it is. But the CEO of that company or, business is bringing a hell of a lot of value, so therefore they're going to make way more money, okay? The time put in doesn't equal the money you make. The value you bring equals the money you make. So if you don't feel like what you make as a cashier is enough, okay, quit. They'll find someone else. It's a mutual agreement whenever you accept that job. Okay, so stop bitching and complaining and start doing something to bring more value to something. And earn sick days, again, it depends on the value you bring. If you're a CEO and say you do get sick, you should earn those days back. Like, you should get some time off, but you probably honestly shouldn't make money because you're not bringing value into those days. You're just sick at home, Again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For me, for instance, when I'm sick, I still have to get up and work all day, even if I'm sick. Why? Because I'll lose money if I don't. Suck it up. Stop being a bitch. Just suck it up. Work. Okay, now, obviously, there's instances where you can get really, really sick and stuff. That's up to your employee, the employer, if they want to pay you. It's called read a contract. If you sign the contract and maybe it doesn't say that you get paid sick leave, well, that's your fault for signing the contract. Either signing it, reading it and signing it, or just not reading it and just signing it. That's your fault. No one else's but yours. So just suck it up. Just suck it up. We will pass a $15 minimum wage with corresponding small business tax cuts so every worker can live with dignity and every small business owner can afford to pay. Okay, I agree with the small business tax cuts. I don't believe in the $15 minimum wage, nor do I believe in a wage at all. Once again, it all comes down to value. If your value equals $5 an hour, then so be it. Look, I don't believe in a minimum wage, though. If you cut out the minimum wage, more competition will come about. Therefore, wages will be competitive and increase depending on the work and stuff. So I don't believe in that, and I believe the economy would do much better without a federal minimum wage. So that's my take on that. I don't believe in a minimum wage. Increasing the minimum wage will heighten inflation. Therefore, everything will be more expensive because all the goods that you're importing in and everything will be more expensive, and then you're going to have to raise the price up for them and stuff so you could pay your employees and all this shit because the government thinks, apparently according to Stephen Smith, the government should dictate how much a business pays their workers and stuff. Get the hell out of a business's job, a business owner's job. Get the hell out of it. That's invading their privacy. That's regulating them, which kills more businesses than helps. So just get out of all of our damn. Just give us the right to do whatever we think we should do. Even the business owners aren't going to do something that's going to diminish their business, but they're also going to do whatever they can to make sure that their best employees that they want to stay will be able to stay and live fairly, depending on that value that they freaking bring. Most important, we will raise the severance tax on natural gas to pay for the most ambitious public works program since the New Deal. Oh, the New Deal. That was an amazing deal. More than 32,000 living wage jobs created in water and broadband infrastructure. I support that. The arts, outdoor recreation, public services, senior services, and our small business revolution. Just stop worrying about the fucking arts. Stop worrying about this outdoor recreation and public services and let the market decide what's best and what isn't best. I'll be completely honest. I could give a damn about the arts. I don't care. Now, granted, I know other people like to do it as a hobby and stuff, but if you can't make it as a job, if you can't make it into a career and stuff, then just stop doing it and do something that you can make a career in or whatever. But do whatever you want to do, I guess. But no, if you raise the tax on natural gas to help pay for this shit, That's just stupid in and of itself. So therefore, we'll lose some more jobs. The economy will go to hell, even more than it already is. And I guess, according to y'all, we'll be living happily ever after. We choose the side of every one of our people who has been asked to carry too much pain for too long. Oh, freaking boy. Uh-oh. We will choose the side of women and advance the nation's most ambitious guarantee of childcare, healthcare, education, reproductive rights, and economic opportunity. Economic opportunity. Here we go again. Regardless of your skin color, regardless of your gender, regardless of your beliefs, if you have the same opportunity, you have the same rights given to you at birth to succeed. Not everyone has the same opportunity. Like, growing up, whatever you might not have the same opportunity to get there, but if you work hard enough, you can get there. If you put your mind to something, if you truly put your mind to something and you truly work your ass off to get to it, you can get to it. So stop having this demonized viewpoint, stop acting being a bitch and just start doing shit, start producing, start working your ass off, and then eventually you'll win. You'll start winning. And it doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter if you're from a different country and you're here now. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter if you came from poverty and you came out of it. It doesn't matter. You can do it. You can do it. Don't let this damn campaign tell you otherwise. Don't let them. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, and this is the attitude of sorry-ass people that will never get anywhere. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. If you have the attitude as they're all the rich guys trying to come after you and stuff, just be real. Put your ego aside and get the hell out of here. You'll never get anywhere with that attitude. You want to have the attitude as you want to get to where that person is so you can kick their ass too and get above them. That's the attitude you want. So, this guarantee of higher education and job opportunities and free healthcare, it all sounds great. It sounds amazing, but it's not going to work, and it will never work. As we could tell, especially right now with this coronavirus pandemic, our healthcare system is better than legitimately every other socialist country's healthcare system, and we're not even a fully privatized healthcare system. So, as we can see, we're doing pretty damn good. Why? Because of entrepreneurship, deregulation from the government, innovation, advancements in technology, and that's all stemmed from people at the top. Why? Because they have the resources to get there because they've worked their ass off. So let's stop demonizing the top. Granted, there are some douchebags that are corporate owners and stuff. They're douche. There's a lot of them. But guess what? That doesn't take away from the sacrifices they had to make to get where they are. That doesn't take away from their work ethic and for what they've done. I can't stand Jeff Bezos at all. I don't like Jeff Bezos very much, his character and stuff. But he worked his ass off to get where he's at, and he has helped change society for the better with Amazon. So wait, let me tell me, do y'all think Amazon's evil? Does your campaign think Amazon's evil too? Because they've helped lift people out of poverty. They've changed the way of life for people. They've improved the way of life. And they have literally changed society. Is Bill Gates evil to you? All the way at the top, pays more in taxes than anybody else, pays more to charity than anybody else, and has also changed the world and has brought value to millions and millions of people. Is he evil to you? This is ridiculous. This whole campaign is ridiculous. This platform is crazy, and all of you know it. And if you think otherwise, you might be crazy, and you might want to go get tested. Because this campaign is terrible. This is awful. This won't get anywhere, ever. This is socialism at its finest. This is having that attitude as, oh, because I'm alive and stuff, I deserve this. I deserve the same thing as you because it's only fair. No, get out of here. Shoo, off you go. That's my take on that. Off you go. So either my final take on this, my final thing is either Stephen Smith is running. And let me make clear. I know Stephen personally, and he's a fine dude. Fine guy. He might not like me after this, which is fine. And I've straight up told him before I don't agree with his stuff. But you know what? It's whatever. That's all it is. It's whatever. And that's all good. But either Stephen genuinely believes in all this stuff, and he really does think that this could help better the state, which I hope to be true, or he's just trying to get power. Just like the Elizabeth Warrens and the Bernie Sanders, he's just trying to get power, man. That's all he wants. It's one of those two things. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think. Engage with me in conversation over this, because this is a conversation that needs to be heard. West Virginia cannot go to this direction, nor can they go in the direction of having Jim Justice in leadership for another 4 years. But guess what? It's just something that whatever happens, so be it. But all I'm saying is, if this is the way West Virginia shifts, this is ridiculous, because this does not represent the people, not the majority of people. The majority of people won't come out about this because they'll probably get shadowed down or some shit. I'll probably get a few choice words said to me about posting this video. But guess what? It's all good. It's all right. And I would love... Look, I know Steven has been recruiting little, kids my age and a little older, a little younger, to hop on board on this campaign. Some of them are running for office and everything, even though they don't really have much experience politically or knowledge politically. They're just kind of driven by this one agenda. I'd love to have a debate with them, have a sit-down conversation with them. I'll meet them anywhere. I would love to. And I would love to post a video on it. If I get wrecked, I get wrecked in it. I probably won't, but if I did, then so be it. I'd love to talk to him. I'd love to have a sit-down conversation. Steven, if he saw this, if you see this, man, I'd love to talk to you more about this and talk to you about what West Virginia really needs. Because West Virginia doesn't need most of what you're talking about and proposing. Most of what you're alleging is just not factual. It's ridiculous. And this is what brainwashes kids like my age and younger. Because now they think it's true and stuff. Like, this is ridiculous. None of this is just crazy to me. This is insane. It's asinine. But anyway, that's all it is. I hope you liked this video. I kind of went on a rant, but this means a lot to me, for real. So let me know what you think in the comments. Engage in civil discourse. I don't want to get cussed or shouted out, okay? In civil discourse, be real, okay? But let's see how that goes. It's going to be difficult. But anyway, until freaking next time, I'm out of here, guys. I'll catch y'all later, man.